you must know that the ultimate objective or destination of all your programming studies is achieving project development skills. As I told you already, this is not overnight job. You have to strive for that. One day you start enjoying programming, then nobody can stop you. Sky is your limit. That's why, in order to enable you to perform, develop projects and all that, I am introducing the project development process in a simplified manner in 5 steps. All these steps are very practicable to you and all that, and then you can implement for your classroom projects also. This knowledge, this understanding or perception is very much essential for all those people who want to become a proficient programmer. Okay, so here I am introducing 5 steps, and I will explain all these steps in detailed manner. The first one is task, second analysis, third one algorithm, fourth one coding, fifth one testing. So all these 5 steps you can implement for your small projects also. You can implement. First you must tune up to this culture, and in this is called, these 3 phases are called designing, and this is called implementation testing. Okay, now designing part you never know without doing any mental work. You directly, whenever one program is given, most of you sit on the computer, start typing and all that. This is very bad culture. Then it may be useful or may be sufficient for your classroom programs, but if you want to develop projects and all that, that is not the way. That's why you must understand the real spirit of these concepts and implement that. And one more thing I am telling you, not only theoretical explanation and all that, for all the languages I am providing you the project zone, that is C project zone and Java project zone and all that. In those project zones, I introduced 3 levels of projects, that is entry level projects, advanced level projects and real time projects. All those projects I developed you through these 5 phases only. If you have to understand not only theoretical knowledge, if you have to understand practically how these phases are implemented in a project development process, you can have knowledge. That's why first understand, after learning language and all that, then you watch those lectures. You watch those lectures, just don't limit to watching lectures. You take up all those projects, and you implement all these steps and develop projects on your own. One thing I am telling you, my experience never be your experience. So hands on approach is the ultimate approach. By hands on approach only, by doing the programs on your own, you will become a programmer. Here there is no room for by hearting. That point you must understand. So here in a project development process, we take up 5 steps at a student level: task, analysis, algorithm, coding and testing. Task. What is task? Task means understanding problem domain, problem domain as well as solution domain. Actually, in real time projects, this is the most challenging task, because your client's requirements are very unique. If you are a doctor, if you are a cardiologist, only cardiac heart patients will come to you. And if you are a dentist, only dental patients will come. If you are a ENT specialist, that corresponding patients will come. Here in software industry, that type of specialization is not there. Any type of client may come to you. You may run a hotel, you may run a hospital, he may run a school or college, he may be a stockbroker, or he may be a chartered accountant. So for all of them, you must develop software and give the software systems to him and all that. That is a challenging task. Actually, you go to hotel for taking your breakfast or lunch, but you never know how a hotel is managed or a hotel is run, how a stockbroker runs his business, how a theater owner runs his business. So all these clients may come to you. Then in such case, what is your essential first step? You must understand his business from the scratch to end. Whatever knowledge that person is having, you must get it within a short span of time. For example, a hotel owner, years long he has been running his business. It might be his family business also. He knows every bit of thing in his business, but you never know how to manage a hotel. But how can you develop software? For that purpose, you must understand every bit of thing relating to hotel management. Then only that is the first step in developing the project, software project for the hotel. Understand? So, whatever knowledge that hotel owner is having by his experience, you should get it within days or weeks. You cannot get a longer time and all that. It is really a challenging task. Here, understand that is called understanding problem domain. It is like understanding question before writing answer in your exam. That is very essential. It is very crucial step. It is very challenging also. You are a software engineer. You can instruct the computer, but you do not know all these businesses. There are hundreds of businesses in the world. So whatever client comes to you, you must develop the project for managing his business. So what extent of knowledge you must have just to understand. So this what we call in industry, it is having a very prominent role, that is called business intelligence. In software industry, the type of specialists are called business intelligence specialist and all that. Those are like a compiler between the client and the team who is developing software projects. This is a challenging task. This everybody cannot do. If you want to become that a business intelligence manager and all that, you should understand that. You should understand any type of problem domain. So first thing is understanding problem domain. That's the first basic and most challenging step. This is like understanding question. Thereafter, one more is there, solution domain. What your client is expecting from your project. This is like a destination. This is like a source. This is like a destination. You should have 100% clarity. This is like you are in Bangalore. You want to go to Vizag. So where you are and where you have to go. What is the distance? Thereafter other things you can think of. So source and destination, you should have 100% clarity. That what we simply call as task, understanding problem domain and solution domain. So you are very clear about that, 100% clarity. No ambiguity, no vagueness, no later, today only. Whenever you complete this, you should think of the next step. Thereafter, here two things are there. Now we have to bridge them. Then you have to apply your brain. How to achieve that? How you reach? You compare with a real-time journey from Bangalore to Vizag, 1000 kilometers. How to travel? You plan. In the same manner, here is a problem. You learned 100%. Here is a solution. You have to reach. That is also 100% clarity there. Then how to reach that? When you apply your brain, then you can get a notional solution. It is a notional solution. It is not everything. You must understand that. That we call it as a logical plan. Logical plan. So this process, your thinking process, this is called analysis. Analysis means how to bridge the gap between problem domain and solution domain. So that thinking process is called analysis. Out of analysis, you can get a notional solution that is simply called as a logical plan. But it is quite abstract. It is not clear. Now, whenever some problem comes and all that, you just focus on that, how to come out of that, how to overcome the problem. Then, initially you get an idea. This is the type of thing. You apply your brain, how to come out of this problem, how to overcome the problem. That process, that mental process is called analysis. The outcome of the analysis is a logical plan.